Hello and welcome to Guard Black Games. Tonight we have episode 8 of Roads and Ruins, our Pathfinder 2 hexcrawl extravaganza. I'm Pete and I'm the Game Master.
Hi, I'm Aldoon, and that was almost smooth. I'll be playing Clip Killhaven, the Elven Gunslinger.
Hi, I'm Roger. I'm playing Einar Eriksson, the Jotun champion.
Hello, my name's Millie. My character is Rasilka, the dwarf swashbuckler.
Hello, I am Ben, and I am playing Crow, who is a lizard person barbarian.
And evening all, I am Dan, and I am playing La Route Renard, the Oracle Kitsune. I had to remember who I was for a second there.
Oh, cool. Excellent. And you're all level 3 now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. So some funky abilities that we can get going on this session, hopefully. And last week on Roads and Ruins, you had returned to Emberwatch Tower, or Emberwang Tower, apparently it's now called. Emberwatch Tower. That was Aldoon's renaming.
But we roleplayed the shit out of that whole session.
Absolutely.
There was just role-playing everywhere, just all over the place.
Role-played all over the place. We
role-played in the tower, we role-played in the courtyard, we role-played in the smithy, we role-played in the bar. It's crazy. Hardly a role was taken.
Apart from the ones that you played.
Hey.
Yeah, so it was a role-play heavy session, ending with you heading out again into the wilderness. And while you were there, you had some conversations. Does anyone want to fill us in on a couple of those conversations? Rasilka, who did you talk to in the tower?
All the egg bearers, and we're going to make a spa in the smithy. That's what we did.
That is kind of what you did, isn't it?
Yeah. There was also talk about some sort of portal thing and edge of the world, mountain things. They weren't important. The important thing was the spa that me and LaRue and Krilge, is that her right name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Taris.
And Taris. And I'm sure we can rope a few other folks in and make a spa.
Mm-hmm.
For one night, just one night only.
For one night only. For one night only. And the big thing that had occurred was that there was a large kind of explosion, wasn't there?
Oh, yeah.
A huge dust cloud appeared.
There was a mighty cataclysm away yonder
of Emberwatch, even beyond Amberwatch, and which is what you've renamed the plundered smithy. And you renamed the village Stenport after Crystal Sten, who died.
On the way
making
back.
it safe on the way back, on the walk back. So there was this huge dust cloud that had appeared, and Clip had used his scope and good perception skills to look up and see that nothing had really been disturbed from Glorium above. And you saw a dragon fly out, flying in that direction.
Yeah, minor detail. Just a little one.
And you spoke to Doric and gave him all the information about Known, the mechanoid who you'd met at the smithy, and all the other associated information, and importantly, the deal you had struck with Vlidrus, the wood giant, who had agreed for you to have safe passage through the kind of green area on the map, in exchange for not reigniting the smith there, and you had agreed that you would dismantle it and start to move it down to Stenport, Dormwood, which is going to take quite a while. People lugging heavy gear. I know you want to use Known, but it's still quite a way to go and set it all back up. But
that's okay, because it's worth it, because it means the smithy is closer to us. It's not out in the middle of the wilds. It's less vulnerable.
Yes.
And it keeps the giant happy.
Absolutely.
I think we wanted them to try and build a road between Emberwatch and Stenport.
Yes, they will start to do that. It's a lot. A road is a long process, but you have kind of the river as well that you can move up and down for like supplies and things. So that had gone off. You'd had a chat with the smithy. the Smith Alburn,
Mm-hmm.
who was in the middle of working with Ragnar.
Well, was Ragnar there? I don't remember that.
He's your best buddy, isn't he, Clip? You're getting on so well, and he'd thrown some
Oh,
insults your
Ragnar
way.
from the show Everybody Loves Ragnar.
That's the one. That's the one.
Ragnar in the middle. That's the show you're thinking of.
No, the way it's going, it'll be breaking Ragnar.
How I met your Ragnar?
He had a bit of a chat, and he was building some sort of rotating, repeating cannon to go on the wall of Emberwatch. So you're kind of okay. That's really interesting, but he's a dick, and he was being particularly dickish. And then it was a nice scene because you were like slowly revealing all the stuff to Alburn and not to him, and he was getting frustrated. So that was quite cool. Then there was fun with the horse, and discussion of egg bearers, and some drinking was done, I believe, in the mead hall, and you met the dwarves with the geometric beards.
Oh yeah, the square and the
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah, do you remember the square one, Rusalka? Remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, remember that one?
Yeah,
Garrett.
Yeah,
Good.
because he's the one who's going to
Interesting.
go to the smithy.
Yeah, he's quite handy, apparently. Good with his tools. Or other people's. I don't know.
Maybe. Who knows? He's good with any tool. And what's the last thing? You had been given a wand.
Oh yeah.
Sir Alphys, who's basically your little kitter outer, came up to Einar and said, doing the old look after everyone while you're out there. But the wand had been handed over to Einar, who thought that maybe LaRue would be best suited for that. And on the journey out to Amberwatch again, that was exchanged. Hello, the Shabby J.
Once LaRue was sober.
Oh yeah, because there was some drinking go. Although you made your fortitude save, but you were still fairly drunk, though, weren't you? So
I mean, LaRue was trying to keep up with Rusalka. She was definitely drunk. The fortitude save was to make sure she didn't die.
I'm sorry,
Absolutely.
I didn't know save or death was Pathfinder 2.
yeah.
I thought it was more forgiving than that.
Just save
Still do not
and then save
understand
or death.
how the bees can make the honey so spicy.
It's all to do with the flowers that they stop off.
So you then travelled the 6 days to Amberwatch, and in the safe territory of Vlidras, the wood giant, and you progressed to
Who
the
is
second
also an
zone of the
egg
hexcrawl.
bearer.
Yes, I think Crow was aware of that fact earlier.
I'd like to think that Clip has a bag just full of hard-boiled eggs, just for funds.
Sure. Your idea of fun is interesting. So we had ended with you arriving. You're back at Amberwatch. You've been there. You've done the 6-day travel.
Yeah, we were just about to leave, weren't we?
We'd made some rolls for Stemport, and they were getting the site ready for the forge stuff coming down. And at Amberwatch, when you arrive, Known has dismantled the first forge. And that's kind of the situation you're in. You have a team of workers and a team of guards with you. Garrett is one of the workers. And you've been showing them kind of the path you took through the territory to get to Amberwatch. And then you take them through you introduce them to Known. And the dwarves
Has
have...
Vlidras opened up some paths? Because she did say that she was going to make it
Yes.
more accessible.
She has.
So our
but
journey there should be a little bit
is
weird
easier.
and different. So,
Yeah,
you should.
yeah.
Well, it was obviously much harder when we came this way the first time.
You can make a roll if you want, But
No need. Just say, no, it might seem easy to you, but for us, it was challenging.
Yes. It was super. I bet they're all like looking at you like,
We totally loosened the jar.
Absolutely. So you guys are at Amber Watch. You're instructing them on the stripping down of the second forge, introducing to the known. You're all rested up. You're all ready to go. You've got all your gear. What do you want to do? You are in Amber Watch.
When we setting off over the plains?
Is that where is that the direction you wanted to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're heading towards the big bubble of question marks.
It'll be quicker if we go on the plains than if we go through the forest.
Yes.
It will, because forest takes 2 days, whereas plains takes 1 day. Here we go. Sorry, that's one thing I needed to do is just.
I think we were going to instruct the workers at Amber Watch to begin construction of a wooden tower.
Oh yeah, that was it, wasn't it? You were going to get that built on the top.
Yeah.
And you're going to use the structure that's there and any kind of fallen wood and things that you could find, so that you could kind of build that up, and you can reasonably or sustainably source materials around without.
Yeah, there was a big thing about sustainably sourced materials.
Yeah.
Making sure we don't upset our new giant chum.
Yeah, true.
Falls, dead trees, those are fine. They're easy game. But if it's growing, you leave it alone.
Yeah, anything fresh
Indeed.
fallen is perfect.
Anything fresh fallen. Okay, so you know, the team spend some time. They look a bit annoyed that there's perfectly decent trees right there. These dwarves are walking past these perfectly decent trees, or big old ones, or you're looking for the recently fallen stuff so that you can take advantage of that first. And they're able to gather enough wood quite easily.
Yeah, once we're outside of Lidris's range, then that's a different story.
Burn away. Cool. Okay. Right. So, forest takes 2. It's difficult terrain, so it takes 2.
So we're going top left.
Mountains
Top right,
mountains are very difficult terrain, which means it takes 3, whereas your plains are 1. Here we go. So it's going to take you 1 day. Where you get? Which direction you're going to go? So you're going to go. So I assume you're going to go here.
Yep, and then up.
And then up to here.
Yep, and then top left.
Should we roll encounters before we keep?
So yeah, what we'll do is we will go. Hang on, let me get the.
I still think it's a good idea to skirt the edge of the forest, even if we don't.
I need to do a little bit of flavor text on this, but here are the rolls for plains.
I don't like it out here. There's no trees. It's not right.
Well, it's not that there's no trees. There are some trees, but it's just.
I don't like it.
It's
I'm
just
a forest elf. It's unnatural.
Didn't you live in a gnomish mountain cave
Yep,
thing?
that was
for a while?
unnatural as well. If you ever lived with gnomes, there's nothing more
Stalactite City.
unnatural than a bunch of gnomes.
One of the laborers is a gnome, and he looks at you.
Why are you still here? Why are you back there?
Oh, hang on, he heads back. He's a gnome. Right. Okay. So what we need is an encounter. So it's easier to avoid encounters in plains because it's open terrain and you can see things further away and kind of avoid them. Yeah. Whereas in a forest, you kind of come into a glade and there's a giant mutant boar that's waiting to tear your head off.
Ah, love it.
So it's a higher roll to generate an encounter in the plains. So let's have who's our guide?
Yeah. That's literally the point of me.
So I guess we need a good old-fashioned survival roll.
Nature or survival, they're both the
Oh
same.
no, sorry. Encounter is just a flat check.
Yep.
You have to roll a 16 or more. If you do, then there is an encounter.
Okay. How does one roll a flat check?
Just
Just roll a
slash
D20.
roll 1d20.
Slash roll
Yeah.
1d20, isn't it?
Okay. First day is fine. You make your way out onto the plains, and you can see a bit further here. So,
Sorry, guys. I was hoping for a monster to bash in.
So what I should do, actually,
Warm us
division
up.
is
Make it a
Yes.
big one.
So, your people used to this kind of big open air?
It's not good. The forest is our home. We live among the
Agreed.
trees.
It
So
is
I've
a
just-
natural environment.
uncovered a little bit more of the map for you, and you can see that 2 days duskward there are hills.
I could say a hill.
But you are able to still move through the plains. So you camp for the night. Everyone use some rations.
Where are you, equipment?
Or make a subsist roll to survive off the land.
What's a subsist roll?
It's a survival roll. Oh, hang on, this is slightly wrong. This is slightly wrong because those should be lower. Encounter and subsist is higher, and navigation and reconnoiter is lower. Okay, so some rations have been eaten. You camp for the night, and all is well.
Since it
Survival
is.
check. Okay.
I got an
Right.
18 on my subsist roll. Is that good
Okay, that
enough to
means you don't-
support someone else?
No, you'd need to do a critical roll.
Okay, well, I didn't.
So you survive for the day by finding, food off the land, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Okay. I assume everyone else is just going to use rations. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. So we're going to move on
Tasty,
to
tasty eggs.
this one. We're moving on to that one. Let's have another.
Yep.
Oh. It's okay.
I suppose upside, I'm using up all the shitty rolls now where they're useful.
Yes.
Do we want to head up into the hills, make ourselves a bit more of a vantage point, or do we want to skirt round and go the fast way to the Catliz?
Given we're still some distance, I would suggest we go round.
Okay, haste. It is.
Yes, yes.
Just
this is why-
opening up a bit of visibility for you. You can kind of see now that there's this central kind of plains, and then there's forest around it.
I don't know if that is enough to subsist the next day.
That is.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
I will bring enough provisions back for 2 people.
There you go. Awesome.
You found that mutated boar then?
I did, and it got a good forking.
Okay, right. So then we're going to move on to that one.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Let's have an encounter roll. Nothing. Wow.
I am
Look at that.
good.
Look at that.
It's really boring. was thinking maybe I might start reconnoitering, see if I can find something more interesting to do in my time. But no, we're in a hurry. We got to go find a.
You could spend a
dragon.
day reconnoitering if you want.
No.
And then you get to roll on the reconnoiter table.
Let's go find a dragon.
Oh, hang on.
Besides,
hang on.
We're out from
the dragon
under the
gets
trees.
to hunt for us.
You're now
Oh shit!
you're now out of sight. How many days have you been out? 3 days.
Yep, that was day
Okay.
3.
So on day 3, you see the dragon fly past over rimward from you. Sort of like flying
Found the dragon.
like this. Can you see where my pointer is? So it
Yep.
comes from the area where you're headed and heads in that direction.
If I was a mapping man, I'd say that dragon's heading back to the lake. Because we know brine dragons like to live around water and they like to keep people as pets. I mean, they like to support their survival, but also make sure they do what they're told.
I mean, you can see it in the sky for a long time. It's not a jumbo jet. It's not like flying at 600 miles an hour. It's like
Did anybody bring any flares?
you've got LaRue.
What is flares?
It's like a burning arrow shooting the sky, attract attention kind of thing.
I mean, technically, LaRue could just like maybe do a shiny divine lance in the sky and not hit the dragon. I mean, if people actually want to get a dragon's attention.
Not really. We got to stack them, but let's not.
Well, we'll leave it for now. We can always do it another time. Are we going to go straight up, or do you want to go to that hill?
Say straight.
I
I'd
think
say
straight up.
Right, so
I
you wanna
imagine
go-
we're making all haste.
Okay. So it's going to take you 2 days
Yeah.
in there. So we need to. Oh, I need to go back to the forest. Stat block. And encounter checks are now DC 14. Oh, we have an
No,
encounter.
that's 2d20.
Oh, is
I
it?
rolled 2d20 because it was 2 days.
Oh, the first one was a 16 though. So there you go.
Okay, cool. There we go.
So that is an encounter. Okie dokie. Right, hang on. Let me check. Right, okay. So now we get to roll another d20.
Oh,
For-
at least we're back in the trees. That's all.
What that might be.
Well, do you want to count the 3, or do you want me to roll another d20?
Roll another d20. 10. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Of angry manticores.
I don't think that's a hazard.
No.
Bees.
You're more likely to have sort of rocky terrain or
Oh, not sure.
I don't know, trees. We've probably got some
That's a serious hazard.
nasty
That's
things.
Bees with
ridiculous.
little mouths that go chomp, chomp, chomp.
Oh, I'm at the donut shop. Just lose all self-control in a donut shop.
Hold us up.
Okay. So let's have a look.
What's Clip's donut of choice?
Raspberry.
It's a bit pedestrian, I
Yeah.
suppose.
A tree adjacent. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
about
I'm not ju-
Rasilka? What's Rasilka's donut of choice? Mm. I think
Tricky.
Rasilka's a bit classy. She strikes me
Kind
as
of
kind of
chocolate eclair.
a
That's what I'm
bear
thinking.
claw, or maybe some kind of Danish pastry.
I think Einar's would be a bear claw the size of a bear claw.
Actual bear claw.
No doubt.
Just covered in sugar.
You should. It's delicious.
Perfectly natural.
And I suppose if you bite your nails as well, that'd keep you busy for ages, wouldn't it?
I'm gonna chew on.
What about LaRue?
Okay, we need
I think
stealth checks from
petty
everybody,
four.
please.
Oh, sorry.
Saved by the bell.
Saved by the
playing
game.
stealth check.
I remember now.
Period. It should be one I'm good at.
What are we doing? Stealth.
She's done myself for that.
Oh, LaRue might go for those little bean paste
Oh,
pastry
wow,
things.
that training
Wow.
you got has paid off.
Crikey.
Okay, so you're all making your way through the forest, and it's particularly dense here, as if more of the rain from Glorium has kind of settled in this area. Thick vines twine around the trees, almost look like they're almost kind of strangling them. And in some places you can see sort of patches of fly trap plants kind of groping around at small bugs and insects, and you kind of avoid most of them. You get to a large area where you feel like you're going to have to cross through, and as you're about to, Einar kind of realizes that what looks like a large kind of lily pad in a shallow river is actually a gigantic fly trap, a huge gigantic fly trap, which is lying there waiting for, in a kind of little ford in the river, waiting for people to come past and obviously sort of attack it. You can try and make a survival roll to find another way around it, or you may have to deal with the titanic fly trap.
Who has the fire?
I have the alchemist fire. I was just thinking we'd love
Yes,
that
we
in the
could throw
mall.
the fire into its mouth.
That's
Is it
my
worth
basic
seeing if there's an obvious
plan.
way round first?
I can check. Let me see.
Okay, you check. I'm gonna get set up.
Oh, yes, there is a way around. I hope that 20 is good enough for there to be a way around.
Yes. Yeah. Expense of death. Yeah.
What is the problem with alligator?
You managed to find find a crossing point of this river further along and away from all the kind of tangle of other fly traps. You're now a bit suspicious of all of these plants, whether they're kind of smaller ones gather around a larger one, and you're kind of now looking around wherever you go to see if you can find them. So you
LaRue
managed
is
to-
not looking around. She's skipping and playing on a magical flute.
Fair play.
I'll
Fair
Play
play.
that tune I really like.
LaRue
Play that one
gets eaten
again.
by a titanic fly trap.
Yes.
Do.
Oh yeah, play that one tune. Play that again and again and again.
So you make your way past this hazard.
Can I just lob an alchemist fire
We
into
can
its
still
face
throw
anyway?
fire at it.
You can if you want to.
Just on the
Yeah.
way past. Just
Okay.
huck a fire in there.
As you
Yeah,
throw the
basically.
fire at it, it
Oh.
almost seems to ignore it, as if it has very little effect on it.
Yep, we should probably leave those alone.
Well, that is disappointing. I
Crow,
was
the
hoping
only-
for a big fire explosion.
Oh,
The
yeah,
only
me
thing you
too.
remember about these fly traps is that they have a very sometimes useful toxin in them that in some cases can paralyze opponents.
Oh, but Rosilka might want this. The poison from the plant. It has an anesthetic.
Anesthetic? You mean it looks nice?
No, that anesthetic, not
That's
anesthetic.
what I said. I said anesthetic.
No, anesthetic, not anesthetic.
Yeah.
Do you want magic sleepy poison from plants?
Oh, why didn't you say so?
No, your aesthetic is very stylish.
You have a very nice aesthetic. We're so good.
But you
friend.
also
are-
want an aesthetic to go with an
you are
aesthetic.
past it. You are past it now, so you don't need to. You've gone past it, so you can leave it if you want to. It's not. It's no longer blocking your path.
It is too late. The bloods are gone. We can come back.
Let's just put a pin in the map for that one. For
No, do
seeking
not put the
motion.
pin in the plant. If you put the pin in the plant, then the anesthetic might leak out.
But that's what we want, isn't it?
We have already established that Rusilka has an aesthetic.
Yeah,
It
it's
does
very
not need an aesthetic.
aesthetic. Yes.
Okay. Onwards.
Yep.
Okay. So those 2 days, therefore, I assume you're gonna keep going, get through the forest. Does anyone want to try and subsist? Or
Yep.
oh, yeah, there we go.
I
I
will
like the
always try to subsist as
I like
much
the
as
way
possible.
Rasilka's just like hum.
Oh, didn't make it that day.
No.
Hey, Crow, do you want one of my eggs?
No, it's okay. I have my own.
I brewed it up special.
You have cooked them?
No, I get the cook to cook them
But why cook the egg?
because it lasts longer.
What does cooked egg taste like?
Would you want to try one?
Okay.
Okay. Open wide. Whoop.
Is bouncy, like
Mm.
sap from the rubber tree.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
There is a bouncy tree.
A bouncy tree.
Yes.
There's a slip plant and a bouncy tree.
Yes.
Okay.
Tree is not bouncy. Sap is bouncy. When you take from
Oh, so not sticky, but bouncy.
tree, it's sticky at first, but then it dry and become bouncy.
Okay. Most sap like that.
Maybe you could make a tiny arrow for your gun
Mm.
from sap.
The bouncy bullet.
Yes. You could shoot around corner.
I like it. I will try that.
Just got to spin it right when you let it out, don't you?
I did see a documentary about that.
Yeah, yeah. Me too. I think I've seen that documentary as well.
Okay, so you spend
Yeah.
you spend another 2 nights out. So you've spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nights out now.
It's so
and-
beautiful here under the trees. I just love it.
You've got the canopy, of the trees, and then above it, the canopy of Glorum above. The dragon has now gone from sight. It's just been flying.
Can we start to see the smoke if I like climb a tree? Do we get any sense of the
It has
approaching
been 4
The
days.
cataclysm?
dust. You mean the
The
dust?
dust must have
The
settled.
dust.
by
Yeah,
The
now.
dust has settled now. So it
Okay.
settled a couple of
5
days ago.
days, 6 days,
Um,
7 days, 1 whole week.
5 days so far.
Is it only 5 days? Oh, from Amber Watch. Yeah,
Yeah.
5 days from Amber Watch. But we
And
didn't.
then yeah, 6
But we
days
saw it
from
at
there,
Ember
so
Watch.
yeah, it would have settled like a while ago. So
Wang.
Ember Wang.
That's Ember Wang.
Yeah. So which way do you wish to go? Straight
Straight
up or
up.
left? Straight up.
Straight up.
Oh,
Straight
oh.
up. That will give us more of the site that we'll be able to see.
Yeah?
Because if we go straight up, we'll be able to see
Sure,
2
why
of
not?
the locations at least.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right, so we'll move up to here. At which point I then go.
Troll attack.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, there's day 1 crossing through that bit of forest, which is a thing.
Encounter.
Mm.
Well, what kind of encounter?
Roll another one.
Yeah, that's the 12 is a friendship encounter.
The true answer was love all along.
12 is a hazard.
Like I
Said
said.
LaRue.
But we're gonna say that you get a bonus to your roll on this one. So make a stealth roll. Everyone makes stealth rolls.
Oh, I'm so stealthy.
Crow, Clip,
We
and
are quite a
Rasilka,
sneaky bunch.
you will notice that you are approaching again an area of huge overgrowth, a sort of stream network going through the area, and these low-lying fly traps. And once again, you see this giant fly trap. In fact, you both say, "Oh, I see one," and then you realize you're looking in different directions. So you kind of see two of these things.
Oh, clever girl.
Whoopsh, whoopsh. Right, so if you wish to try and get around them, it is a survival roll. Whoever wants to try to find a way around, you need to be
try and
trained in
harvest
survival to do
one
it.
of these? Okay, Crow's off already.
It's my job. I do not
Yeah,
know if
but-
this is good.
Wow.
But we might want to harvest some of these for the sleepy potion you
Would
were
you like to
talking
use a
about.
hero point?
No, because this clip here is shouting at me. It is his fault.
What?
Okay, so
So I surface next to the plant going, what?
okay, and this huge fly trap appears up, sort of pulls its head up out of the water, and all of you can see it. It can't move. This thing is like rooted to the ground. It can snap at you, but only if you're foolish enough to get close, which it seems that Crow is. So
It's
Bro,
like that
what-
John
why-
Wyndham novel,
Why are you over
The
there?
Kraken.
So it's going to, hang on, let me find the right thing here. Here we go. Right, that's the one.
Told you to stay away from the plant. Are you
Actually, I
gonna
could do
milk
with a
it? How do
very,
you
I
milk
could
it
do with a
like
very quick break before
cat?
we do this encounter, if that's all right. Just quickly.
Sure.
Cheers. A giant fly trap attacks you.
And we're all dead. Reroll your characters, people.
So this is a static creature. So we don't need a battle map for this because only those who tried to get past it but fail can be attacked. And the rest of you will just have to like
watch.
Do the best you can.
Offer advice from a distance.
Oh blimey, these look different to the monsters.
Have you tried making a diplomatic treaty with it?
Jaws.
That is not my job.
I'm going to use the jaws to try and attack you.
All right.
I think this is going to be successful.
That is success.
Plus 17.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
But let me tell you, this is a level 4 hazard.
Do not worry.
And you are 5 level 3 characters, so this is not even like dangerous. Okay.
I'm going to stay over here and shoot it until I run out of ammunition.
The effect of this is devour.
Oh, crap.
The target is trapped by the flytrap's jaws, gaining the grabbed condition.
I have him where I want him.
Until it escapes. The escape DC is 21.
Just swim down.
Additionally, it is exposed to the titanic flytrap toxin from the hundreds of tiny hairs that line the inside of its leaves. It's tickly. If the flytrap's jaws strike was a critical success, the target takes a -2 circumstance penalty to its saving throw against poison.
Shockingly, it wasn't.
At the end of each of the target's turns that it remains grabbed, the target takes 3d6 acid damage. Wow. Okay. So you need to make a fortitude saving throw. Oh no, not yet. Sorry. Next, your turn. Yep, on your.
Okay.
No. You do make a save. Sorry, go for it.
Okay, I will make this save. Oh, no.
Okay, you're okay.
Good.
Okay. So a save means you take half, doesn't it? So.
Does it for me?
Depends on the thing.
Where's me feats?
If you're a barbarian and you've got some heroic.
Well, I've got
stuff.
the deny advantage thing, but that means I'm not flat-footed, so I'm immune to surprise attacks. So we probably should have initiatived.
Yeah, this isn't a combat. This is a hazard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, you have to destroy it.
Very well. Continue.
But yeah. Okay. So take half of that. So not much. You take 2 points of poison damage. But that doesn't mean you're poisoned. And each time you roll, if you fail, it advances the poison. Yeah. 2d6 damage and stunned 1 for 1 round.
Oh.
So that's not great. So let me move that over. Need to get my conditions out. Where are we? Conditions.
So I'm inside this thing. Does that give it a penalty to defend against me?
No, you're actually grabbed. So because it's harder for you probably to hit it.
Okay, but I'm made of sharp edges. I wasn't going to swing a battle axe.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But it's you'll get to attack it. You know, it's not.
Chew your way out.
Yeah, why not? Grabbed. Creature, object, 620.
Are crow's feet sticking out of the mouth of the fly trap, or?
Well,
What are you saying?
some parts of his body. You're held in place and you are flat-footed and immobilized. You can't use any action with the move trait, so you can't move anywhere.
Okay.
But you can hit it.
Okay.
If you attempt to manipulate action while grabbed, you must succeed at a DC 5 flat check or it is lost. So like if you try and pull something out of your pocket, you'd have to make a flat check. Otherwise, like you're like, the the thing's fallen out, and flat-footed
That
means
seems fair.
you have a -2 penalty to armor class.
Oh no.
So all of you see this thing rear up, suddenly bigger than you could imagine, come out of the kind of what looked like shallow water, but now you can see it's just full of plant life, making it look shallower than it is. And this thing latches on to Crow.
Can I climb
who-
further in?
That is not
well,
normal.
it's just kind of like around you.
Okay.
It's not. It hasn't got like a gullet or anything. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
like it's going to
We're
melt
not
you
like
down.
Sarlacc size. Then.
No. It's going to melt
Okay.
you down and then swallow you, and then
Yeah.
and, like absorb your juices, basically.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
all right then.
Yeah, so that's fun. So I don't need this one.
Regrets. I've
Right.
had a
So
few.
the rest of you, or
A
all of you,
delegate
can
Too few
now.
to mention.
I mean, if you guys want to roll initiative to see who goes
Yeah.
first in what order, then you can.
Oh, let's do that.
But this thing doesn't have an initiative modifier.
Ooh, do I roll initiative or do I just after you?
Yeah, I
Probably
mean, we
do
could
that.
just say who wants to go first.
I do.
I think Crow gets to go first
Crow
because
wants to go first.
That makes
I
sense.
like the way he said that in character. I do.
Okay, for my first action, I am going to rage.
Hang on. You're stunned 1.
Okay,
You can't act while you're stunned.
okay.
Includes a value. Basically, at the end of your turn, you're no longer stunned.
For your first turn, you spend.
Oh, so the rest of
Yeah.
us can start
So
Oh,
wailing on it.
okay.
You may
Naru.
continue.
Oh, you're doing a roll to see.
To see which ancestor it is.
Is your mystery like flaring or something at the moment?
No, so I'm supposed to do it. I did reread it. I am supposed to do it at the beginning of each session.
Okay.
I'm always
Okay.
supposed to have an ancient active. Oh, of
But they're
course.
not always messing with you, are they? It's only
No,
when
they're
you
not-
use
they're-
your
it's
focus
only-
spells. Yeah.
Yeah. So my ancestor that's in effect right now is my
Mhm.
skillful ancestor. It's not useful.
Hey,
Well,
very
plan
useful in
aren't you
these combat
trouble?
situations.
husbandry might be useful. Rasilka, do you want a crossbow or do you want a stabby stab?
Sorry, I just put my rations back in my pocket like I'm what? Oh shit, Crow!
Yeah. Crow's been
Okay.
eaten by the
Watch
plant.
this.
I recommend ranged combat, but I know some of you have to get up close and stab. So
Well, yeah, I've got my little crossbow. I guess I'll use that.
do you want the big one?
No, we're close enough. That's all right.
All right.
Yeah, no,
Is this
I'm
thing just like big leaves and stuff?
like a
Yeah,
Venus
yeah.
flytrap thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
you know, like,
realistically, what are
um,
ranged weapons
Little
are doing
Shop
is they're
of
just going to
Horrors.
go make little holes in it.
Well, let's give it a go and see what happens. Rasilka, do you want to open it up?
No,
Might
after you.
shoot just the right stem, to like break it apart.
after you.
After you. No, because I'm literally trying to fish for panache here.
Oh, I mean, if they're arguing about it, Einar's just charging.
Okay, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
LaRue's just going to zap it when it comes to her turn.
Good one, Einar.
One.
That is a hit. Look at all that stuff going on in there. 10 points damage. Nice.
Nice.
I'm guessing it's not undead.
No. Not yet.
It's very alive.
Don't worry, Rog, that causes me problems too.
Okay, who's next?
Oh, do I not get another one? Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, you
You
can.
have
yeah, sorry.
another one.
Yep,
I'm
yep.
guessing that'll miss.
That is a miss. You got a hero point though. You got 2 hero points, everyone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I may as well spend it.
May as well spend it. Oh, no.
So I'm gonna miss.
And your third action, like step back, or like,
My first action, I'm guessing, would have been charging it. In
oh
the
yeah,
first
good
place.
point. You'd have stepped in. Yeah, yeah, cool. Okay.
I'm
Attacking
assuming
and
it can't.
reach.
Who do you
It hasn't
think's
got an
gonna this thing
infinitely
eat at
large
once?
mouth.
No. It can only grab one person at a time.
Just I have this image of it like leaning down and grabbing Einar, and then Einar's legs and Crow's legs. Just
Yeah. That's partly why I was asking whether Crow's legs are sticking out, because maybe Einar could haul them out, but
Aha,
He's
thank
not-
you, Strangely Brown.
forking.
He's not completely. Oh, clip. Is that your shot?
That was my shot.
That's a hit.
Kaboom. And it's my first shot, so I get my one shot, one kill
Oh.
as well. So I get that. And I got the 1d6. Oh, yeah, that's just
So
crap.
10 damage.
But anyway, 10.
Okay, I've been notified by our adjudicators off screen that stunned one actually means you just lose one action rather than can't do anything. I should have read slightly further down in the paragraph that I was looking at right in front of me here.
Putting too much glee, wouldn't you? Right, I'm going to reload and
was.
shoot it again.
Okay. That's another hit. Oh,
Boom.
nice.
Is it making
Huge-
any kind of
Huge
perceptible
chunks,
holes?
huge chunks of
Okay.
aloe vera are flying off this thing.
Oh, that stuff's good for you.
Splodging everywhere, chunks of leaves and stem, and that's about all the plant words I know. We'll defer to Ben after that. Speaking of Ben, you get 2 actions.
Right. Well, one of them is me raging because that's just rude. And the second one is
That'd be great. You're just like your legs and you're going like they start kicking really hard. Okay, that's a hit. That's a hit. 1d4. Oh, you didn't have your weapon out.
I'm only using my claws.
Did you not have your axe in your hand?
Well, no.
Okay. 9 damage.
That would
Still,
be cheating
I mean,
McCheatersons. to use
Also,
my
like
axe.
swinging an axe inside a creature
Yeah.
is probably quite hard, right?
I'm literally inside this thing, so I figured I'd just go pshing.
sure. You still did a lot of damage, so that's good. Okay. You tear out the insides of it, and it's like it's not bleeding, obviously, but there's like juices flowing out of it and stuff.
Yeah, you want to collect some of that? That's why we're here. Crow, can you hear me? Thump
Okay.
once if yes.
But it's just very green in here. Let's have a look. At the end of each of the target's turns, it remains grabbed. It takes 3d6 acid damage. So that was your turn. 10 points of acid damage for Crow.
Which
The
one do I
legs.
press? Just damage.
Unless you got any resist. I don't think you're high enough level barbarian yet, are you, for resistance and stuff like that?
Actually, that's a good question.
When you
I don't think
rage.
not for damage reduction. Oh no, I could
Okay.
do acid damage. That's the issue. That's
okay.
where I was confused.
Gotcha. Okay. So who else hasn't gone yet?
Masilka
Go for it.
and LaRue.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. LaRue's like, oh, okay, all right. Looks over at Rizzo's like, okay. Kablamo! And launches out some divine light. And it's probably actually, because it's light, it's probably just going to help it. But, you never know. Do I hit?
That's a hit.
Cool.
I attack with photos.
There you go. I do 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Wow. This thing is like falling apart, disintegrating.
Hadouken!
It's got bullet holes. It's got spear, fork jabs. It's got all kinds of things in its kind of planty body.
And then I'm going to use... Oh, no, I can't do my Forbidden Ward. No, carry on.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because when you put yourself at the end, don't you? You're like, I am the finisher. Did like what? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Does that count for melee?
I've marked it. Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Your next strike.
Oh,
Hero point. Hero point.
yeah.
People are saying they can't hear Millie.
Oh,
Oh.
They can hear everyone but Millie.
You're missing all the jokes, people. It's great.
Gonna do the roll again with a hero point, and then Millie will try and sort out her sound.
And then hand over all of her treasure to me. That was generous.
How badly do you want those boots?
Yeah, I don't think they'd fit.
I quite want the cape, actually.
I think it'd be more of a handkerchief for me.
An elf wearing a dwarf cape.
Oh, no!
Oh! Double ones! Oh, not
dear.
today.
Oh dear. It's just like your.
Rerolls.
It's like your audio.
Rerolls. Rerolls quick. Stall while someone gives her a reroll.
She slips and
Reroll,
falls
reroll,
into the
reroll.
creature's mouth with.
Wah!
Don't worry, I'll use panache, she says, face planting.
Oh,
Slipping in some
Dives
river
in.
mud.
No, and you see now what I think's just happened is, do you remember Muppets Treasure Island when Kermit's like, ha 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 ha, and the sword flies out of his hand and behind him?
flicks his sword away.
That's what's just happened.
God, let's hope not.
Rasilka slips in the river mud and goes to fall in, but the panache means that she does this beautiful dive, and everybody goes, "Hey, nice dive."
So that is
Does
Rasilka's turn.
this work? Can you hear me, Twitch? Let's hope.
Oh,
But can you hear
that was
let's
me.
hear Millie. Okay.
Could have another
So-
attack that is allowed.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I've
yeah.
only used one
Yeah,
of
you
my
could.
actions.
Yeah.
And they can hear you, so it's all gravy.
Oh, okay. I'll,
Speaking of gravy, hi Jim.
oh, hello. All right, I'm going to try hit it again. I'm going to look over my shoulder and try and hit it again.
I'm going to point.
Oh, did that hit?
No,
What? Damn it.
I'm gonna,
unfortunately not.
I'm going to look over my other shoulder and be like, huh? And try with a multi-attack damage minus 10.
Yeah, okay, you need a natural 20.
Well-
All right.
Stalker the Ruddy, amazing. If anyone can.
Maybe I should have hit it with my crossbow. You're right, Crow.
Yeah.
Right, it's now the
Yep.
fly trap.
Mhm.
That means that Crow needs to make another poison set, another fortitude save.
Here it comes.
Oh, you saved. So
Bam.
it doesn't advance.
Does it go down?
I don't think so. I think you have to make another. If it failed, it increased. Yeah, so you just grabbed. You have to make another save, and then it will go back up to stage 1. If you hatch it. Yeah. Cool. Oh, Roger, you just got a reroll.
Can I still
Right.
try and mess it up from the inside?
Yes, you can.
That's not going to cut it.
No,
I'm a hero point. that.
literally. Do it. Ah, thanks for a check.
That'll
Also-
do it.
That's a hit. Let's get some damage. Oh, 6 points of damage. Just clawing away at it, like
Try and
chunks of its
multi-attack it as well.
chunks of its body, flesh coming out.
That's not going to do it. And I've
No.
not got sufficient hero points to stave
No.
off death.
Okay, right. So since it's the end of your turn now, you take 3d6 acid damage. I'm really bad at rolling damage tonight. That's so bad. A
That's
6.
okay.
That's okay, says the victim. Right, who wants to have another go?
Yeah, I'll see if I can free up our lizard friend.
Okie doke.
Get him the fork out of there.
That's a hit. And you puncture the main stem of the fly trap, and a huge gout of fluid comes out of it, and it collapses to the floor, its jaws opening, and a rather sort of tingly and slightly burnt looking crow rolls out.
So I'll pull the rancer all the way back out again. The key is to get the shaft in.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm once I'm free, I'm just going to take out my great axe and turn this thing into diced cabbage, just wailing on it,
Were we
shouting,
not meant to collect some of that? Was that not the idea?
mulching and smashing.
Do you want to try and collect some of the toxin?
No.
I
Just scrape it off.
Wasn't that the whole point?
Just
Why
like
else did you
Get Crow to stand still for a minute and you just
stick
scrape.
yourself in it?
Throw a blanket at him. And...
Raging.
I figured that's how you milked it. You stuck yourself inside and just, sup on that sweet nectar.
No, I'm mulching it.
Okay,
Sorry,
well,
it
there's another
offended
one
me.
over there. What about that one?
Why don't we just...
I'll try and grab like part of its head, mouth, whatever it is, and drag it quickly towards the clip while Crow is busy just mincing everything else.
Yeah, I'm not being at all discriminating about this. I'm just wailing on it with a great axe.
Thanks, Dinar. Appreciate it.
You might want your goo.
Thank you very much.
The Rue heals 1 + 8. So you heal 9 wounds back, Crow. That was a terrible roll, though. That's a terrible roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to use a hero point. I'm not having that in my record. I'm not having that in my record. That's just atrocious.
You've got a re-roll as well. So.
No, I'm using a hero point because I feel...
Fair enough.
There we go.
That's better.
Now you heal 15 wounds.
Wow.
I think that takes me back to full. Yeah, we're doing.
So I have some goop.
Have some
Right.
goop.
Apparently.
Did you?
Everybody don't get hurt because that's one of my free casting.
Don't get hurt today.
Well, that's your encounter for that tile, isn't it? So that's what you've come across.
Oh, if you hold shift as you accept damage, you can modify the damage based on resistances and weaknesses. Thank you, Strangely Brown. That is a very useful piece of information.
Strangely Brown is a very useful person to have in the chat.
Mm.
Thank you, Strangely Brown. Sorry, I've just realized I needed to do something. Okay, so you have successfully survived the encounter with the fly trap, which was slightly more dangerous than you're anticipating. And you tidy yourselves up. Some healing.
Mostly it's Crow.
Yeah.
Let's face it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the end of your day. So you camp.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone want to subsist or use rations? Go for it.
Tasty rations.
Subsist.
You could just lick the goop off yourself.
Yeah, you could do. Or spend your rations, and then that's your day.
What can I
Done.
tell about this goop while we're sat around the campfire?
What can you tell about you? It's a contact poison.
Okay, I should stop touching it.
Clip.
Genius.
Like,
Genius.
I know my berries.
If you put it on terrapins, will they turn into humanoids?
No.
what?
I'm missing something there. Sorry.
Did the acid get into your head?
Yes. Some in my eyes, a bit in my nostrils, some went in my mouth.
That's so good. Yes, it did.
Yep. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, fine. Carry on.
But it is
Okay.
not a hallucinogen plant.
Let me remove the.
Do you know any?
Yes, many.
Okay, we should
Okay.
look for some of those at some point.
Oh, yes. There is a vision mushroom I will find for you.
Okay, that'd be great. Anyway, I have a contact poison for anyone that doesn't go against their ethics, or I could just stick it on my crossbow bolts and
I have a
shoot
question.
some stuff. Yes,
Yes,
Crow.
Crow.
What are ethics?
Did you make a
It's-
survival roll clip for extracting the toxin?
Nope. Did you ask me to?
Nope, I didn't, but I need you to. Sorry, I was just doing a bit of admin in the background there while you guys were chatting.
Does it have to be survival? Could it be crafting?
It can be crafting. Yes, I'll let you use crafting. It'd be slightly higher DC, but you'd probably be all right because of your.
I will hopefully take.
Hero
Hero point.
all the critical fails
bad
tonight.
Ah,
All of them.
Hardcore. It's
Yes,
like,
you
Hero
tried to
point.
extract it using your face.
yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
sure. You've got
just
some goo. That's some toxin.
Lips. Oh,
Yeah. Like I picked it up. Now one side of my body is numb. It
dear.
definitely works.
Yeah. Yeah, that's some good stuff there.
Yeah, the stuff you've picked, you've managed to get 2 doses of toxin.
Okay.
Nice.
If you'd rolled higher, then
Yeah.
you
Well,
would
we'll
got
just have to
maybe
get some more. Crow will just have to go milk some more of these.
No, I think I understand how it is done now.
Oh God, dear. We could always go back as a hex if you want and
Next time. I
jump
will
in
go.
with those.
On the way
It's
home.
fine. We put it
Yeah,
on the
way
map, and we can do that on the way back.
Okay, cool. So you're now nearing the area, and as the morning comes, so you rest, you can recover a number of hit points equal to, what is it?
That's not
Your
matter because
level times your
already
constitution
have been
modifier,
healed.
minimum of 1.
We're fine.
No, I know. I'm just trying to remember the rule. And you get all your spells back, etc. And you can now. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go? Both of these areas are wooded, but the one straight up is hilly. as
Now we
well.
go to the hill.
Okay, I like a
Clip.
hill. I like a wooded
Clip likes
hill.
the hills, and we will go up the hill.
Yeah, it's
One
the
thing you notice-
moundness of it I like.
Yeah. One thing you notice as you go is that there are big chunks of earth and rocks that look like they've kind of fallen out of the sky dotted around. And they are strewn all over the place. And occasionally they're big enough to have knocked down a tree. And it looks and they're all kind of emanating from the center of that area.
Is
So
it
looks
all
like they're-
rock or is there metals in there as well?
You would have to reconnoiter in order to
I would love
examine that
to.
properly. But that's as you're moving into the hill.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to need to have. Oh no, hang on. Sorry, we're in the zone now. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it one of
So-
danger?
So as you're making your way, you can see these rocks and kind of boulders kind of have landed. Sorry, not landing. Like like around the area, clearly coming from the hex rimwood of you that you can't see. So clearly emanating from, they've all kind of come out in that direction. There are like trails through the mud where they've kind of rolled after landing. The trees that they hit are all fall in the direction that shows that, you know, or near enough. And as you're climbing up the hills, let me just get in here, and although it is wooded, you do have a better view of the area there, and you can see that there is some sort of at first you think there is a central hill in that area, and then you can see it's actually some sort of crater, some sort of, you know, Clip climbs a tree, looks in, and in that zone the forest is now kind of flattened, and
Can we see any
You're-
further from our elevation?
oh yeah, sorry, hang on, let me do a source on your location. Here we go.
See a mighty hole.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this one.
Dun, dun, dun.
There you go. So that is the hex within which there is a large crater, a big eruption, and all the trees in that area are flattened. In your area, lots of trees are flattened as well. And occasionally in the ground, you can see kind of cracks, rents, rifts, chasms. It looks like something underground has seriously destabilized this area. And occasionally you have to find your way around a really deep, sudden kind of like a fault line where a whole bit of land has shifted and you're faced with a strange kind of cliff just in the middle of the forest. You have to kind of make your way around. And after a while, everybody please make perception rolls.
Damn, Crow.
Not
You got the goggles on as well.
Oh, good point. I forgot about them. Never
Well, they
mind.
give
I'm not going to re-roll it now.
No, they give a plus though. Well, that's survival though. Isn't
That's
it?
survival and nature. They're
Yeah,
the
that's what
bonus
I
two,
like.
not
Oh,
perception.
that would have helped, wouldn't it?
Okay. What to all those survival rolls?
Actually, my perception is better than my survival.
Right. Especially that moment where you fed yourself to the fly trap. Thank you for that.
So
You go back and get some more goop though, because you mushed it.
It was asking for it. That one was already too badly damaged.
By the time we finish with it.
It would grow back twisted. Oh, I can deactivate my own rage. That's cool.
Okay.
I mean, I
Sorry,
know we're
you
talking
go.
about Foundry, but that's just funny. Like, until somebody goes, sun's getting real low, buddy. Like, Crow is just furious all the time.
It's just Foundry keeps like popping out these other handy, useful little bits and
Activate.
pieces. And that's a cool feature.
So you guys are making your way through an area, and there are a number of flattened trees dotted around, and ahead. Sorry, I'm just sorting out tokens and vision.
Well, that's
ahead-
ominous, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Ahead, you can hear like almost like some sort of scream.
Ractagarian?
No, just like a person. You can't tell their ancestry from the scream, but there seems to be like someone who is in severe and horrible pain, and up ahead. And as you approach the area, you can see there are large,
They
large
sound like a
stones.
Wilhelm.
Large stones dotted around on the ground, but a load of them have been moved, and you're like, oh, this is strange. And let us activate. I need to put a thing on there for the goblin, don't I?
Contender.
Yeah.
ready.
No, we can see a bit of it. Unless you want,
Gladiator.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
Ready.
Don't need to actually-
you can see
On
Rusalka's.
my first whistle.
Do I need to reset the fog of war? That's what I need to.
You will go on my first whistle.
There we go. Reset the fog of war. Okay, so you guys are in the kind of woods, and it seems to be a bit of a clearing.
Is
There's low
Einar
ferns
there?
around.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Can't see him.
This would be me.
It's behind. He's on the other side of the tree.
Oh, that's why I can't see him. Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I can see you both, but obviously you wouldn't be able to see each other
Mm-hmm.
because tree.
Because the tree is in the way.
It's a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can hear like a screaming, like a no, like far
Okay.
distant, like a
I do not
maybe
think we should interrupt the lovemaking.
120 feet, 100 feet, and then you hear like a
Definitely not interrupting.
Yeah, not interrupting that. That sounds quite personal. I think we should just leave them to it.
and then you hear a
It's okay.
I think
He's
they're
finished.
finished. They're finished now. Yeah, he's gonna have a little lie down. We can go talk to the other one.
and ahead. Hopefully, can you see it? I
Small
think.
column of smoke rises.
You hear light music playing. Can't see nothing.
Bro, you're
Yes.
walking ahead of the party. So I'm just moving you up as you kind of
What?
make your way
Why am
into
I
the
in front?
space.
No, back.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Flip at the back.
Wrong
Flip at the back.
person.
You are not
There
in
you go.
front. I am in front.
You can see that Crow and Einar, you can see that someone has moved a load of large rocks gathered together ahead of you. And in fact, you can see a moving shape through inside some sort of circle of rocks with a kind of shrubs torn up. These some shrubs. The shrubs in front of these rocks are ones that have been ripped out of the ground.
That is
Sorry,
poor horticulture.
I don't know how to do a ping.
These people do not know how to do their gardening.
What would you guys like to do?
I will put up my
Investigate.
hand to tell the others to stop. I don't know if they'll follow what that means because it might not mean that to them.
I'm plodding forward to go
Can't
investigate.
see you anyway, so.
And then I was going
So
to sneak
even
up.
if LaRue could see you, she wouldn't understand what you were doing and probably just skip past you.
Always helpful. Right. I'm going to sneak up.
Okay, let's
Let
have
them
everyone make initiative rolls.
keep doing their thing. Is there an active doodah?
There is an active doodah. Doodah.
I go last.
Okay,
Am I
we'll roll it and then I'll
rolling
change
so
it if you want.
Oh, okay.
That's 12. That's not good, is it?
Oh, Dan.
I don't think I rolled above
Update.
a 5 tonight.
There you go, Millie, you're
You
last.
stay back, okay?
Okay, Roger, as you're approaching, you can see dotted on the ground blood stains. Rocks have been dragged through the mud or picked up wholly out of big holes that are now sitting there. And it looks like something has kind of gathered rocks and bodies ahead of you.
Cool. So I kind of
Yeah, I don't have the ping module, unfortunately. Yeah.
cautiously move forwards.
Okay.
Oh, I can't move because the game is paused.
Oh, there you go. Unpaused.
That's 4. I'm assuming, okay, that's moving twice. I can't see anything still.
Okay. Now you get to that hedge. Can you make a stealth roll, please?
I did 19.
Okay. I will then make okay, you hear a and you see inside this strange, all these big stones have been gathered around in this big kind of circle. So I'm just getting a 1 second. Save change. Image. Can see that, Millie?
Sorry. Yes. Many distracting things happening in the real world.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. No worries.
It's okay. It's all right.
Vision.
Where are we? Like,
I've added the goblin, the dice goblin.
oh, she's moved up there. Yeah.
Just doing the vision. So for our viewers, we add another token in for Millie, who's producing, so that she can like move it around to see what other people are seeing on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. What you see in this cave is this strange creature. It's huge. It is probably 15, 16 foot tall. It is broad, about 10 foot across. It has huge tusks and sort of ruddy, muddy, dirty skin. It has a bestial look to it, and is wielding a dirty grey axe that is using to chop up some bodies in a big pile in front of it. And there are various sort of bodies there. There are animals, there are some creatures, but you see a few humanoids lying there. And in fact, a couple of them look like they're potentially moving.
When you say humanoids, can I tell what species they are?
Make a perception roll.
No.
They're very red at the moment. They're very red at the moment, so it's hard to tell.
Can I tell what the creature is? Do I have any idea?
You have never seen anything like this in your life, and it smells something by the door, and it turns towards you.
Is there anything like a defensive stance that you can do?
Over.
A defensive stance. Hold your spear up. You could move so it can't see you, and then it's harder for it to follow you.
Okay,
You
I
could
will kind of
get back to that tree or something. Nearly.
Kind of
Nearly.
move round the corner so it can't see me.
Okay.
Back with practice, we can enfilade.
Okay, so you move around the corner. Do you gesture anything to your companions?
I'll kind of hold up hand.
To begin it, yeah.
It's big.
Where'd everybody go?
Let's hang on. Let me have a look.
I don't think I can see anyone. Oh, I can. I can see. I'm not sure who that is, but I can.
You're all hidden in the trees.
I can see one person from where I am. I don't know who that is.
You need to stop doing this running on ahead business.
Actually, make a warfare. Maybe warfare. Yeah. Make a warfare roll.
15 feet tall. I don't want to fight it fair.
Okay.
20.
Yeah, this looks like you've never fought one of these creatures, but you've heard about that when there are often kind of Udril openings, or sometimes enslaved to the Braktagar forces, there will be Udril giants, and they are savage creatures that run wild in the tunnels of Udril, the Underdark. And they're dangerous. They are semi-intelligent creatures, able to use tools and build shelters and things like that, but not able
really
to
rational.
sustain not rational, not able to sustain any kind of society or anything. Not like many other giants, you know. Okay, so is that your turn?
I'll make if I can, I'll make the big hand signal to whoever that is I can see, kind of
That's
lifting my hand right up, kind of go, pig.
If you hover over it, his name should appear.
Nope.
No? Oh, hang on. Image. Character. You know what? Let's just have it always for everyone. There we go. Sorry.
That lizard person.
Yeah, well, that's probably all you know them as. Why does yours say Roger?
I don't
And
know.
I keep changing it.
Because we
Keep
have
changing
different
it.
characters on there as well.
No, I keep changing
Is
it.
that not it?
No. I keep changing it and it doesn't like it for some reason. This is right. Okay. So, Ben, what are you going to be doing?
Go in there. For one action. Then go in there for a second action. Can I see it?
Can you see it?
Well, I can't see it on there.
It's a visible token. So if you can't see it,
Okay.
then you can't see it.
No, then the bushes must be in the way.
Yeah. What are you going to do? You're going to wait there?
I am going to stealth my way into the forest at that point.
What? Run away?
No, I'm just going to hide where I am.
Joking.
Not with that, I'm not. Bloody hell. Fortunately, I have a reroll.
You can move into that hedge and hide there if you want. You can't hide standing in the middle of the...
Well, that's what I meant, hiding behind the hedge.
Okay.
That's what he tried to do.
Okay.
That's why it's not going very
That's why
well.
I rolled a 1.
Another one.
Okay.
Still not great,
It's been a
Still
long-
not great.
but yeah, I'm hiding
Okay.
in the hedge.
Okay, so
You
you're
think
hiding in
you're
the hedge.
hiding. Anyway.
Okay, so you all hear it's like sniffing about. It kicks one of the creatures at its feet, or you hear it kind of, and then it starts to move, and it's got a speed of 35.
Is this underbrush?
Yeah, it's like ferns and stuff, so you can crouch down in it, but
Okay, so no, that means that I can, with the terrain stalker feat, I can
Yep.
sneak to within up to 10 feet of an enemy, and I can automatically approach to within 15 feet while avoiding notice, unless they're actively searching or on guard.
well, what I would say is he's a 2x2 token, and you're in the middle of a 3 wide entrance. So if you want him to better go past you, you might want to just step one way or the other in the hedge. That's your shrub master knowledge going on there.
Yeah.
Okay. Have the names invented the Gatling Alchemist fire launcher yet? Count, and that's what Ragnar was up to back at base. Right, 1, 2, 3,
I
4,
think
5, 6, 7. Bosh. Can you see him? Oh, you can't see him. You are you're hiding in the hedge, Crow, and like there's a right next to you. Like you can tell it's there, but you're so well hidden and hiding in the thick underbrush that it's just right next to you, and it's just going. Oh, hang on. I need to give it vision so I can tell what's going on. Who it can see. Here we go. Oh, Einar, hello. And it goes and steps out here. Oh, not there. There. Yeah, because otherwise it couldn't see. So it steps past you, and 1, 2 actions, and then its third action is it's going to attack you. What's your armor class?
20.
Hang on, bear with me 1 second. How do I? Oh!
Every time.
How did I roll a crit? How did I roll a critical? I rolled a 20. That was another
Because
point.
you're attacking
Oh.
Roger.
Yeah,
That's true.
guaranteed.
That's true.
I think he has a script that he runs on like Roger characters.
Right, here we go. You ready?
I roll badly and they crit.
If attack equals Rog, then crit.
Oh
my
holy shit. Retreat? I'm thinking retreat. Fuck. I've got a healing potion. Fucking hell.
Okay. Cool.
Crap.
You like that? Right. Sorry. I don't know why I said that. Okay.
Because you're mean.
I am mean. Right. Well, that's its go. So now you all get a go. So
That's
clip.
nice.
Can you see it?
Yes. No.
That-
I've no fucking clue what's going on.
It's a big
What
tree.
a lovely day for a picnic. We heard
You
some
know
grunt
that they've all
noises.
run over there, and that tree in front of you is blocking your view from the front of something that they're
Yep.
fighting in front of. You got lay on hands though, right, Roger, haven't you?
Yes, that will heal all 6 of that.
Oh, well,
Put
okay. I
yourself-
thought that was based on your level.
I think it's just 6.
I think it's a pool. related to
Holy
your level.
shit. That thing's enormous.
Lay on
Okay.
hands might be important, so I'm just going to check it.
No,
Sorry, go on, Clip.
6.
I'm going to call back to Rastoka and LaRue and go, I can see something very, very large that's taken a very large chunk out of our large friend. Gulp.
Who is Gulp?
No, not talking to you. Can't even see you. Don't know
I
what
am
you
not even
are.
there. I am in the bush.
Oh, you're in a bush. Oh shit.
I don't know why, but Crow's accent has finally settled, and it's settled somewhere like the love child of Zathras from Babylon 5 and that black and white alien girl from Star Trek Lens Flare.
Another one.
Zathras was just such a weird character.
Oh, I
He was
love Zathras.
brilliant.
Okay.
I know, but it was like really like
Oh, no,
like
no,
why
no,
have
no.
you got this like
No, you mean
homeless-
Zathras.
homeless hobgoblin like doing your time traveling deeds? It was just like what? Anyway,
No,
anyway,
no, you
let's
mean
not-
Zathras. Not I am Zathras.
No, it's Zathras. Yes.
Okay. Right. On seeing the very large, scary thing, Clip is gonna bring up the crossbow,
Headshot
load
boom.
in a peculiar looking crossbow bolt,
Oh,
and hope to God this works.
Crossbow bolt of
what
lullabies.
crossbow bolt have you loaded up?
It looks a little bit like it's made out of antler.
Oh, that is a
Is that a hit?
miss. No, it's a hit.
Jesus. Okay. So the antler bolt leaps forwards, strikes the giant, and as it hits, just these other kind of bone ropes shoot out of it and land into the ground. The target must succeed a reflex save or become stuck to the surface.
Oh, good shout. Reflex save against the giant. Nice. No. Nice. And I wouldn't want to send a giant to do a fortitude save because they'll smash it, but a reflex save, no.
They'll smash
No,
it.
They'll smash
they'll
it.
smash it. Yeah, that's.
I was
yeah,
talking a
okay.
good game. Turns out,
Yeah.
Good
you
idea. I
were.
like it. I like
Does some damage, hopefully.
Yeah, how much damage did it do?
Probably not much.
No, right,
get
not much.
that, but I also get my 1d6 because it's the first one. Oh, a hot 1. That's a hot 4. That's crap.
Okay, so your arrow hits it and it like dodges aside from the antlers, but the arrow like scrapes its skin, giving it a mild, very tiny paper cut.
More like a sort of powder burn
The worst kind of cut.
rash kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
1,000 more of those and it'll be
Eh.
down.
Any more for Clip?
I could take cover. No more shooting. No.
Okay. Right.
Take cover and reload. I now can't seem to move my character.
Don't want to get your spell slinging ammunition.
Nah, it doesn't seem that big a threat.
Okay, so you move behind that rock.
Yep.
Okay, taking cover. So
Yep.
that's your action.
Yeah.
Right, LaRue.
Is that because Rasilka's choosing to go last?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she didn't roll worse than you.
So
Ever.
that's okay. So she's gonna move to here. I cannot. Oh, it collides with a. There's a wall there. I'm trying to move to.
Where are you trying to get? You got to move
I gotta move around the wall,
diagonally.
haven't
Yeah. That tree is an obstacle. Okay, you can see the giant. This huge, tusked, feral-looking thing, almost like it's kind of escaped from.
I? Oh,
from
damn it!
somewhere. What?
I was hoping I would be within 60 feet of my dear friend. Oh, no, I am. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Why is it saying 55 in the square next to Einar and then not?
Because it does the every other one.
Ah, okay.
I don't do that rule. So if you're within 12 squares, you're within 60 feet.
Yes, I am within 12 squares. So I will
Yeah.
use 2 actions and I will heal Einar 1d8 plus 8.
Okay, is that one of your focus spells, or is that
No,
just
no, that's
cure?
heal. That's heal. Yeah, it's just
Okay,
heal.
cool.
Yeah.
So 11 points.
11 points. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, I was hoping for a
You
big
can use a
one.
hero point on that to reroll it.
Yeah, I'm going to use a hero point to reroll it. It's probably
Okay.
the worst. No, my luck, but yes, it is. Yes.
Oh,
It's
no.
been a bad night.
Oh
for my
no.
dice.
So 2 less hit points, unfortunately, Roger.
It's 9 hit points, Rog. It's the best I can manage in the circumstances.
Thanks, Dan.
Apologies.
Right.
Went
Roger, one thing I would
down.
say to you is this creature clearly has had no military training whatsoever. Right, now it's Rasilka's go.
All right.
All we need is an army and this thing will be hosed. Challenge into a game of chess, Rog.
It probably doesn't have an attack of opportunity as more
I
the
was
point.
just
It's a
going to shout
wild
attention
creature.
and see if it followed.
So I have let everybody go first, which means I gain panache, which is
Yep.
good because now my speed is 40 feet.
Wow.
Yeah, fast little dwarf. These legs
Jesus.
go.
Like rolling along the floor.
Yeah. So how many is that? That's 9
8.
squares. 8 squares. 1, 2.
Yeah, ferns you can just walk through. Big trees falling over, you have to go around.
Right.
Or make an athletics roll to go across.
None of my. I'm gonna just move me on this screen. So how many was that? Hang on, I should have counted.
7.
7, 8, and be like, oh, it's bigger than you, Einar. Oh no.
Yep. I did try and tell you.
So that was one action. Can I get up
Yep.
to him in another action? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I think so.
4. Yeah. All right. I will use my
Yep.
second action to get all the way up there.
Wow. Bold.
Yeah.
Fortune favours them.
Yeah. Is that where I can get? There. And then I'm going to stab him.
Yep. You're now flanking.
Oh, cool.
So it gets -2 to its armor class.
Excellent. And because, oh yeah, all right, confident finisher. Let me just double check. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna be so confident. I'm gonna give up the panache I've got
Whoa.
to try and finish him. I know it's not gonna, but
Okay.
use my finisher.
But it does more damage,
It'll
doesn't it?
do more damage, and it will still. If you deal half your precise strike damage if I miss. Well, so I will do some damage.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Attack.
Bah!
Do I what do I get for flanking? +1? Anything?
+2.
Oh, okay.
Flat-footed is -2 on his armor cost, or +2 to your attack, which is easier to do rather than me
Yeah.
changing his armor class.
Does a 23 hit?
That hits.
Excellent.
It does.
Did
It's armor class 22.
that include my finisher? Yeah, precise strike.
You
What?
rolled a 1 on all those dice.
What?
Use a hero point to re-roll all of those.
I rolled 3 1s.
Yeah.
That's a nice.
It's been a bad night for rolling.
It's quite special.
Can you re-roll that?
Yeah, I'm just trying to work. Is there a? I'll roll it again. 7.
Wow. You got +3 on that as well. There's not a big help, but
So 10.
10.
10 points
Okay.
of damage.
10 is better than 4.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
astonishingly awful.
Okay, so you basically roll through the forest, like bouncing off things, running, jumping, cartwheeling, spinning, come up and stab him in the knee. And he looks down at you and he's like,
Yoda in Clone Wars.
Yeah, I look over towards Ina and I'm like, fuck.
right, Ina.
Okay, so question on my lay on hands, it's got heightened +1 and it heals 12. I don't know if that's something I do.
It automatically applies that when you get to the level that you need to get to on the system.
For
'cause
every level
my spells
you
have,
go up, it increases your healing.
Okay, so that's what mine is because I don't remember that being there before.
it should automatically have it on there. My spells have all got my heightened bonuses already built into them as I level up.
Okay. So yeah, so it heals 12.
Oh, cool.
So I will do that to heal 12, which also gives me +2 to my armor class
Nice.
for that round.
Yeah, for this round. Okay.
Well, basically until I go again.
So I get to have another go at you then, doesn't it?
Then I'm gonna take a pop at him.
Go for it.
20.
I'm afraid not. Have you got a hero point? You got a reroll. You got a reroll from the
Yeah,
chat.
I
Didn't
do.
you?
You're also flanking.
Oh yes, +2. That
Yeah,
hits.
it's
His armor
22.
class is 22.
Cool.
Well
I'll
done,
take
Altoon.
that.
Oh,
Hey, that's more like it.
yeah, the damage man.
And then I'm going to
Axe
attempt to
damage.
disarm him.
Attempt to disarm him
My Rancer
Ow.
allows me to disarm.
as part of that attack or an extra thing.
No, it's an extra thing.
So disarm with the athletic skill.
So I roll my athletics against his reflex DC.
Mm. Yeah, did you see what his reflex saving throw was earlier on?
There was
No.
a +13 in there.
Yeah, so the DC will be
It's only
23.
It's only slightly higher than mine.
Yeah.
What's your athletics?
It's like +11 or something.
Oh, okay.
Bring it
That-
on. Bring
That's
it
fair
on.
play.
And
Go for it then.
getting rid of that axe seems like a good idea.
Hang on. If you critically fail a check to disarm using open, you can drop the weapon to take the effects. So, to disarm, yes, use the weapon's reach. And as the weapon's item bonus to attack rolls as an item bonus to the athletics check. So you get the bonus +1 from your magic thing. On a critical success, you still need a free hand if you want to take the item. Okay.
I don't want to take the item.
No. Okay, so his great axe, which he's swinging around, you are going to try and knock out of his hand.
Yes.
Okay.
Trying to.
Oh, he's using a great axe. Well, that makes this a
Can't figure
duel.
out quite how to do it, so I'm just going to add 1 afterwards. 27.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you puncture his abdomen with your ranseur, and as you pull it out, you hook the fork of your thing underneath the head of his axe, and you tug it out of his hands. And for a moment, the giant looks at you, incredulous at the fact that this small giant just tore the big axe out of my hands, and it flies against the stone and kind of clatters into the hedge just behind. It doesn't like fly miles away, but it's just out of reach kind of thing. And it's lying on the floor, so it will have to rely on its fists to attack you from now on.
Oh, well, it's just fisticuffs now. Civilized.
Yeah. Okay. So I know you got one more action, haven't you?
Doesn't lay on hands count as one?
Oh yes, sorry, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I did lay on hands, attack,
Good shout.
disarm.
Nearly gave you a freebie there. Wow. Didn't take it. I'm shocked. Okay, cool. Right, next up is Crow, who I think is hiding in a hedge.
Sneak attack.
Needless to say,
Lizard
bloody maps.
person. He doesn't have a name.
Sorry, the
maps.
map's being a
Why is it being a thing?
dick.
It's being a bit laggy.
Mhm.
No,
Is it?
it's not that. It's that I'm trying to do something with my character that means I have to drag a thing onto a thing. So,
Oh.
action 1. Ba-ding, rage.
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 Okay.
Don't know
Do
why
you
that
think you can
hasn't
rage
applied.
still hidden in a shrub?
I'm not going to be hidden in a shrub
Okay,
as
cool.
soon as I
Okay.
start raging.
Cool.
It's rage, pop out of shrub,
Yep.
and then sudden charge.
Okay, so move 1 square down as part of your charge. Oh, keep going. There you go. You can just go in a straight line. Yep.
So yeah, on a sudden charge. Da-da-da-da-da-da. It's a charge and then a melee attack. I'm going to give the giant back a great axe.
You've dropped yours. Here's mine. Whack.
How do I add a flanking bonus?
Circumstance when you click on it, can't you give a
Circumstance
+2? Dial it up to +2.
Mhm.
status.
Change the +1 to a +2 and then click add,
+2.
and it'll stack it in with your modifiers.
Add, and then rule.
That is a hit. Bosh. Whoa, 14 points of damage. That's
Positive spirit damage. Oh, sorry, 3 of it is spirit positive damage.
Okay.
Not that that'll make any difference because he's not undead.
Doesn't seem to make any difference. I mean, he is being quite negative right now, but that's not going to really hurt him more.
That's me for this round. I pop
Okay.
out of the bushes like a jack in the box.
Right. Okay.
And-
It's very startled. It's very startled by your attack, and now all 3 of you are like around it in a very good formation, surrounding it and all poking at it with bonuses. It kind of looks at you like, and it swings at the last person who attacked it.
It's only got its fists.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Sorry, punching out at you. So it's going to be.
Duck and weave, Crow.
My new module is
Dad.
working really well. You guys fail every roll, and
Dad.
I get criticals.
This
all
is
the
for
time.
you, Rog. I'm doing this for you.
Oh my god. Oh wow.
Someone else needs to go.
How is that made up? Hang on.
This is where its fists do even more damage.
15 points of. Oh no, it's critical, isn't it? 30 points of damage.
Oh.
So do I
And
click
it just
the
goes.
double?
Just hit the double button.
Yeah, I hit
yeah.
the double. Oh
Sorry,
my
I forgot.
word.
I forgot to hit critical. It just goes. Yeah. Like with a big slam down like that. and you're like-
Cardigan's got the right of it. I block it with my face.
I like to think
And then
a
it-
slightly comical kind of concertina lizard person now.
It then turns around and it's going to swing at Rasilka. And it's
Oh,
like,
God.
"Ah," with a backhand. Oh God.
Duck and roll.
Oh, he's actually quite good with his unarmed attacks. Don't have as big a multiple attack penalty.
No.
No.
Here we go.
No.
Oh,
Critical miss. Oh,
opportune riposte.
swing. Oh, have you?
Yes. I have
See, the
this.
thing
Oh,
is-
wow.
He's got the Andre the Giant. He's used to fighting mobs of people, big guys, groups.
Yeah.
Not used to fighting small opponents.
Trigger.
Okay, what's the
so opportune riposte is a thing I got with this level of swashbuckler.
Okay.
A foe within your reach critically fails a strike against me.
Oh.
Ha! I can to take advantage of an opening from my enemy's fumbled attack, either make a melee strike against the triggered foe or attempt to disarm it of the weapon used the strike. So I'm just gonna stab him.
Disarm
I love
him
it.
of his fist.
Disarm his fist
That by stabbing him.
with your rapier. That could take a while.
Do I
stab.
still get the flanking bonus?
Yeah. Yeah.
Check in.
You're now double flanking. Not that it doubles up, but it means if he kills one of them, you've still got the flanking bonus.
Yeah. 26.
That's a hit. That is a hit.
I do 3 points of damage.
Oh.
I have no panache.
It like swings wildly, like rah, over your head.
Worth it.
And it's like judging your height wrong.
In fairness, it's the
And you're
thought
like,
that
haha.
counts.
And you like stick it in the chin with your rapier, and it looks down at you like,
Just a dimple right there.
You've
And-
given
and
him
I
a
was
bum
so
cheer.
excited,
it's,
and I've done like
it's got
9
George
points
Clooney
of
now.
damage.
It's like
13 points of damage in 4 strikes. It's like,
I know. You guys have rolled so bad. He's gonna try and hit you again, unfortunately, because you just stuck him in the chin. So.
Oh my god!
I like Priscilla. Please don't kill her.
24, 20. Sorry, I didn't roll it properly. 24 points of damage. Oh my god. Right.
There's like a big old shit-eating grin on her face, and then he smacks her from the
And
other
he just
side.
punches, and like one of your teeth comes out. Well, no, not one of your teeth. Sorry, that would be, the hemline on your cloak gets ripped.
Not one of your teeth. Your entire
The
jaw
cloak?
pops out.
Oh,
Yeah, not the cloak. Right.
Oh
that
my
was
God.
that was the giant's go, which was pretty savage. I think we'll all agree.
Yeah.
Clip.
well.
I mean, I've hit
seen
him, so
that.
you should probably get like marked. He's marked now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get the
works,
boomstick
mate.
out.
Okay. Boomstick out. Just straight up kaboom. Oh, for God's sake.
What
No,
ammo are you
arrow
using?
point. Shining.
Shining. Shine.
Oh,
That's not
That
going to hit
is
either, is it?
a fail. I've lost connection to the server.
I
No, I
reroll.
think it's okay. You have a you've used a reroll, haven't you?
No,
wanna
I
use
used
another
a
one?
hero point.
Oh, you want to use a hero point?
No, I've used all them up. I'm just going to take the second shot.
Well, as you do that, your little scope goes. Is that the right one?
Oh, yeah, that would work. So, how are we going to do this? So that's effectively a +2. Yes.
Yep. Circumstance bonus of +2.
Ah!
Wow. Good job. You weren't using a shocking grasp bullet.
Now I'm going to reroll.
Yeah.
That's
That's a miss.
Crap.
Okay,
Crap.
So that's Clip's go.
LaRue, I
Next, it's
guess.
LaRue.
Okay, right, cool. I know where I'm going.
Let's divine lance this mofo. What about your weirdo focus powers?
Well, I was just about to look to see if I can make him frightened, but I doubt that I would be able to make a giant frightened, if I'm completely honest, because that's what my weirdo powers do. But no, I'm going to heal Vasilka because she's my best friend and she looks hurt.
Oh,
So she heals, and I'm not re-rolling it this time. I'm just going to take it. She heals 3 + 8, so she heals 11.
oh.
Oh no.
And
Good.
that's LaRue's dead. But she's drastically running out of healing spells. She's got one more left.
It's worth it. And everyone just got another hero point.
Oh, excellent.
Still not
Just
re-roll.
time for Vasilka's go.
Cool. All right. Oh, how willful do we think this giant is? Oh. Well.
He seems a bit dim. His reflex was good, and we know his fortitude's going to be solid.
All right. I'm getting some lag on Zoom, folks, which means Twitch is also getting some lag on Zoom. So I apologize.
I think there's stuff going on just generally, like Foundry's being a bit funny. I think Discord's having some problems.
All right.
Clearly, Russia don't like us all
No.
screaming.
Oof. Yeah. Right. Okay. I'm gonna try to demoralize him.
Like it.
Yeah. So I attempt an intimidation check against the target's will DC.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
No, say that again. I didn't hear that.
I do
Intimidation.
intimidation versus his will DC.
Okay. Right. So his will DC is 21.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I
What's
need-
your
I need to.
intimidate?
I have +11.
Well, that's all right. 50-50. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
To intimidate a giant. It's like.
No.
You got a hero point.
I'm gonna re-roll it.
Do it.
Yes.
Okay. So let's drag that onto him.
So he becomes frightened 1, but because I've demoralized my opponent, I qualify for panache
Oh.
again.
I like it.
So that was that.
That's cool.
Then I'm gonna stab him.
Have you met my friend Stab Him?
That's what I'm gonna call my rapier. Stab him.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just put that flanking bonus back on.
Oh,
So close. Yep.
flank him. I like that.
Yeah.
+2.
Um,
That's very close to a critical, but it's not, unfortunately.
And then kind of roll some damage. See, I can do better when I'm not finishing.
Yeah.
Do I get +1 for that because of because of clip? No.
Oh, because Clip just missed.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, I was. All right. Oh no, I've got another attack. Oh, I've got
Okay.
another action. I'm going to try and attack him again.
You could like step out of his reach
Well, I could.
so you don't get punched, but it's up to you.
No, I'm going to
Attack him if you want.
Yeah.
Ah,
Einar's still there,
I mean,
so
you are a swashbuckler, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
and Crow is still there. I can't.
Yep.
I can't. I have to do
Yep.
it.
Oh, critical.
Yes,
Oh,
the right
Can you-
coloured critical.
can you dump your panache to get finisher damage?
I don't know if you're allowed to.
Oh, do you have to do it before?
I don't know. I could tick the button. I don't know what I need to. Confident finish. It is an action. The confident
okay.
finish. So no.
Okay, right. Okay.
But I can press the critical
Confidently
button.
finish. Go for it.
Deadly damage.
13. That'll do.
It's getting some serious bod mass feels from your calculation there. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, do we do the brackets first?
Math.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Making chunks out of this boy.
He is severely hurt. So that means it's back round to Einar. Einar, this creature is flagging as wounds all over its body. Your companions are proving themselves worthy combatants, and you're feeling the power of Thedaros pushing you on. And the Ransur feels light in your hands.
Cool. Well, let's give it a go. See if I can continue on. Oh, Jesus. So that becomes a 21 with the flanking.
I'm afraid the armor class. Oh, hang on. He's frightened.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't affect your armor class. It
Oh,
affects
no.
any
But his
DC.
armor class was 21, you said.
Hang
He
on.
says 22.
Hang on.
Um,
Hang on. I just accidentally took the frightened off. No, when I
Right,
put the
let's try.
frightened on, his armor class becomes 21.
Oh, really?
Okay.
You'll get a +1 to hit him.
Oh, so that's 21.
So that is actually a 21. So that hits. Not bad. Not bad. Ugh. It's struggling. It's severely in pain. Starting to look around itself like, where the hell can I run out of here?
I know. Walk
It's
him.
another 21.
It's another 21, yeah.
I'm going to be upset if you finish him off.
I won't. He smacked me for
I
30
won't.
points.
Okay, so
Yeah.
as it's kind of looking around, you get its attention and it turns to you and you stand as tall as you can and you drive your Ransur through its throat. Normally, on a humanoid, the prongs would go round the outside, and that's kind of like a cool move. But this creature's so big and its neck is so thick, you just puncture its larynx, its windpipe, and several veins in its neck, and blood kind of comes out over you. And you realize that it's dead, and you have to kind of guide it to the floor.
Yeah, I'll basically just shout, Brasilka, boom! Try and bring it down to the
Timber.
side.
We've left. Run.
Are there any more of them?
I hope
I don't
not.
believe so.
And it is dead.
There were things moving around in the cave before it came out.
Then I will just behead it since I can't
Right.
kill it.
Hang on, what I will do. You're going to do what?
I'm going to behead it.
Okay. You should now be able to see the whole map. Oh, for God's sake. Sorry, for some reason this one wants to change. Don't move your characters. This one likes to reset it whenever I update it because I've got the thing. There you go. So I've just opened it up.
Einar is no longer there.
I'm for some reason in the top corner.
Top left.
Because you moved it.
I like
Yeah.
them.
There you go. So there's now a dead giant betwixt you. And his body, now that the fight is over and the adrenaline is draining away, this thing stinks. You know, it's clearly not too worried about its hygiene. And it's got blood and bits of bone in its teeth. And you can tell recently it's scrabbled through some sort of swamp or muddy area. It's like caked in crap. It's got huge tusks, so crows like hacking away at its neck to get its head off. It's got these huge tusks, and lying nearby is this great axe on the floor. It's a pretty savage looking weapon. It's not, it's kind of a Uruk-hai style great axe rather than anything fancy or magical or anything. 1 point of healing for everyone.
Nice.
Yes. It wasn't loading, and so now it's loaded it twice. I will use my reroll to reroll that because come on.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. All three of you get 7 points of health back.
And the three of you are pretty, like, oh God, that was pretty intense. The individual strikes of this creature were pretty hardcore.
Yeah, I think we all got a crit, didn't we?
Yeah, I rolled a
all
lot of
took
crits
crit.
tonight. It's kind of, a bit crazy.
Yeah, 3 out of its 4 attacks were crits.
Oof.
Yep. But you didn't die, and you did the right thing. You surrounded it, and flanked it. So
Work, team.
well done. Well done.
The only trouble is, whenever we surround something now, that bit from Shaun of the Dead with Queens Don't
Yeah.
Stop Me Now.
Don't stop me now, having such a good time.
It's a
So
great
that is
scene.
basically what you did. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love the fact that they just like stuffed some cushions up the guy's shirt so that they could hit him gently and it wouldn't hurt him. Right. So it looks like the giant has moved all of these boulders into this kind of cave-like shape.
There were people moving, or there were things moving in the cave.
Yeah, and as you go in, you can hear some whimpering, some moving over by. There's a large pile of bones and bodies and blood and muck and guts. Just like one corner of the cave is that. The far end, there is a massive pile of shit, where clearly there's like a couple of rocks that look a bit sort of like thrown arm like, and there's kind of like a big, and it reeks. And as you kind of step in to the cave, it's kind of he's made a cave kind of thing, but it's not got a roof or anything. It's just like brought some boulders around to make walls almost.
So the things moving, are they, what race are they?
Well, as you go in, you can see that there is one figure moving under the other bodies, and there's like it's trying to crawl out.
And what's the figure?
And as you approach, you can see that it's an orc.
Or, sorry, in this world, can orcs be good, bad?
Yeah, it can be. There can be anything.
Cool.
You know that there are a bunch in Braktagar. There are a bunch in the Underdark, but there are also loads living, in and around Morastabar, and
Okay,
Erebag is an orc city that's friendly.
cool. I'm assuming I can't tell from what it's wearing whether it's where it's
It's
from.
covered in blood and muck. It doesn't seem to
All
be,
right, I'll just kind of haul it out from under the corpse.
No, it's like screaming, almost as if it's expecting that you're the giant about to like devour it.
Laru, can you get in here?
It kind of its
Rue-
eyes blink open.
Rue does not go in there. It stinks and smells and it's horrible, and she is very delicate. But what she does is stand from the doorway and cast stabilize on him. So if he's got any death penalties or any unconscious penalties or anything like that, he becomes stabilized.
Okay,
He's not
cool.
dying anymore. If he was
Okay,
dying
cool.
beforehand.
He does seem to be bleeding from some wounds. He's wearing actually what look like kind of hard wearing traveler's clothes. And he's like looking around. He's kind of patting his pockets and looking around. Where am I?
It's okay. You are safe now. Where did you come from?
I was charting the tunnels near the 12th radial expanse. There was something down there.
Does that place name mean anything to me?
No.
Where is this place of which you speak?
He looks up, and his eyes go wide, and he's like, scrabbling around, like falls backwards to a rock, and he's like looking up at the sky.
Is something the matter?
Well, am I? Is this Harlon?
Is it?
Yep, that's
yes.
right.
And yes, it is.
What? How did I was nowhere near the surface. How did I make my way up here? And what the hell was that thing?
I am assuming you are not from Braktagar.
Spits on the floor.
I'll kind of give him a smile when he does that.
Those foul bastards.
Understandable.
Let's get you out of this hovel. I'll kind of lead him out of the stinking, gore-filled hovel.
As he gets out, it kind of comes out amongst the trees and things. He's like touching the plants and looking up at the sky, and now he can see like the blue sky section beyond Glorim. He's just
Lizard
like
man hacking the head off of giants.
that is probably
might find
more
that quite
mundane. That is probably
comforting.
more mundane to him than anything else around him right now. He's like, oh yeah, yeah. He's
That's
looking up at the
normal.
sky, and he's just like, it's beautiful. I never dreamt. I always dreamt, but I never thought I'd actually get up here and see this. This is. Clearly he's.
Well, I apologize for the
Stumped.
circumstances in which you have come here.
There were great rumblings under the earth for days. The 12th radial expanse was close to a ancient travel way, and we were exploring it, hoping to find resources to fight one of the under Braktagar garrisons impinging on our area. We didn't think much of those rumblings, but clearly something powerful has erupted. It's brought me up here, and he looks at the creature, and one of these Ugrash.
Is that a name or an insult or both?
A bit of both. Your skin is not pale. He says, looking at you, Clip.
No.
You're not- Sorry, I've never seen an elf who is not alabaster pale.
Where have you seen these pale elves? In the tunnels?
Near the. Where was it? Near the 8th radial.
And an orc that charts such things. Your knowledge of the tunnels would be, I managed to go up.
You may not know orcs very well. We are natural explorers and curious folk. Sometimes that leads us into trouble. But I have been making my way. Ragrast is my name. Making my way through many realms, trying. Udril I am yet to conquer. I have set foot within the World Mountain, but dared not approach too close to, I believe you would call it Fort Dawn. Now it's known as the Red Citadel.
Do I know what any of that is?
You all know Fort Dawn is a great dwarven fortress that fell on the Dawnward side of the World Mountain when Braktagar attacked, and the Red Citadel is what they renamed it, and where Relavok, she who runs the nation now, has her seat and commands the armies of Braktagar. But he said under Braktagar earlier on, and that's something new to you guys.
How long have you been here?
You see him flinch as he sees like a huge migratory flock of birds flying across the sky, and he's like, "What are these? Are those? No,
Birds. They're birds.
They're not blood bats.
They're
No.
birds. They are quite common here.
Some of them rat taste.
Yes. Look, I have many things to tell you, but I'm tired.
You're sore wounded and tired, and I think we should build you some sort of ceiling over your head because it's clearly freaking you out.
I'll offer him some rations.
Oh
would
yeah, I
make
got some
me-
rations.
That would make me feel more comfortable.
Let's
Where?
got you a rude shelter.
And maybe when I awake, you can tell me where I am and who you are and how you came to be here. I am an explorer, and this is the strangest frontier I've ever come across. It's kind of looking
I would
around.
welcome that conversation.
If you want to take a few minutes, eat these rations, and then we can move somewhere more
Yes.
pleasant.
Yes, probably.
And I will hand him some rations.
Okay. So you hand him rations, Ragrast, and he sort of after a while he kind of looks around, and you see he finds his rucksack.
Can I check the cave? The cave.
Yeah. I mean, there's not really much in here. It is dung and blood and bodies. You find probably like a few meager items that would scratch up about 10 silver pieces, but there's nothing really
Nothing
of
that we're going to
interest here.
take back to Emberwatch.
Not really. No. But Ragrast finds his rucksack, which clearly he's looking for, and he kind of picks it up and he's like pats it like, oh, my trusty gear, and he kind of pulls it on. He's like, my pitons and rope and grapple are gone, but at least my rucksack is here. And he opens up and he goes, my journal is still safe.
Yeah. After 10 minutes, I'll use lay on hands on him.
Fill him with sudden energy, and he says, thank you. Come, let us find a place to camp, and I will tell you some stories of Odril and my home, and we shall leave our session there. Cool. Excellent. Right. So thank you very much, guys. Good session. You traveling to the site of the incident.
Yeah.
Getting adjacent, which is probably
a new friend.
You've met a new friend, Ragrast.
The idea of being incident adjacent.
Incident adjacent. You met the Orc Explorer. So that's cool. And next week we will find out some of his stories and a bit more about Udril, which seems to be becoming more important as you guys start delving underground, which it seems you will be next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Right. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget, if you are watching on Twitch, go and check us out on YouTube when this episode drops as well. And if you're watching this back on YouTube later, come and join us on Twitch. Lots of fun in the chat with the rerolls and everything, which helped out some of the guys tonight. I didn't need them though, because I did crits with all of my rolls, which is pretty awesome. Which makes up, I think, for some of the bad luck I used to have in games such as Flint and Steel. Anyway, don't forget to come and join us on our Discord. We've got over 600 people talking about role-playing games, movies, TV, all kinds of stuff going on there. It's a great community and absolutely amazing. It just keeps growing, and it keeps good.
Keep good, yes.
Keep good. Keep growing. Keep good. And also don't forget to check out our Patreon. Got loads of cool free stuff on there. Been doing it for a few years now, so there's loads of free stuff on there. And if you do join us as a patron, then at different levels you get different rewards. And if you hit that Explorer level, then you get to do Gaming with a Garblag. And at the moment, Gaming with a Garblag is a parallel universe version of Roads and Ruins, where our patrons have gone to the lake and actually met the dragon, which has been very interesting. But they haven't done any of the stuff you guys have done, deliberately so, I think. But that's cool. It's allowing me to flesh more things out as we go. Cool. Anyway,
coming up later this week.
Oh yeah.
We've got tomorrow on Wednesday, we have Lex Arcana, ancient Roman, alternate, magical, cool, spoopy things. Lewis is running that. It's all very good. Thursday, Lewis again.
Oh, yeah.
We're starting something brand new.
Oh, yeah.
It's very exciting. We are very much looking forward to doing a little road test on the One Ring, the new second edition One Ring adventures from Free League, who have done a brilliant job. And so we're going to be running a short adventure for the whole of March on Thursday, looking at that. And then on Friday,
Uh-oh, you're all gonna die.
we're all going to die because Aaron's laser dolphins are running the session of Monster of the Week. No, Aaron is going to run his first Garblag adventure on Monster of the Week.
Yes. Yes.
So not
Yeah,
only are we
baby.
going into an Aaron adventure, but we're going into an Aaron adventure without Aaron, who's our combat character.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure everything will be fine.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
I can't wait to see that. It's gonna be
Epic.
Yeah. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be, you guys are so dead. It's gonna be the end of the Monster of the Week.
This is just like the Monster Tea Party session. You just wait. It's just going to be completely flipped. You're all going to be like negotiating
Maybe.
and nice
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
lovely. And then rocks fall.
Everyone dies.
Yeah. That's it. Rocks fell. Okay. Bye. Oh, that's cool. I'm excited.
Cool. Okay. Well, thanks everybody. And then we'll be back around next week to Pathfinder again.
Yes.
Cool. Until April.
Yes.
At which point
We might
we will be on Tuesdays. We
maybe going to space.
Maybe going to space. Space and drop kicking bakers in the face
Yeah.
in
That's
space.
no. That's a thing that happens in space, Roger.
It
You
is.
don't make that
is.
face. And
Bridge
Yeah,
slamming
okay.
people in the head.
yeah.
Yep.
Ruining dates.
Ruining
for,
dates
for
and,
poor guys and
drinking aubergine flavored colas.
drinking aubergine flavored drinks and ruining small villages on the coast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna be lots of fun. It's
Be
gonna be
great.
lots of fun.
love space.
I love space. Can someone clip that, please?
This is great.
Anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. We've been Garblag Games. Stay safe and happy gaming.